Hey everybody. So I'm going to be looking around a lot tonight. I have YouTube on my computer and Facebook here on my phone. Let me just make sure that this is all working properly. Hopefully it is. All right. Let's see. Hopefully you guys are having a great start to your week so far. And I'll wait for some people to come on in and then we will get started. And I want to say to everyone on Facebook that I missed you guys like you have no idea in the last month. You have no idea. My heart went out to all of you every single day, and I love you guys. And on YouTube, I love you guys as well. I know there's definitely some crossover between the YouTube channel and Facebook, and I'm so thankful that a lot of you have been following both. So I very much appreciate that. So feel free to get these out there. You can send them to people that you feel they could be helpful for. And if you're new on either one of these channels, basically what I do is I bring through messages from Spirit. So for part of the video, I will be just bringing through messages for people as they come forward from Spirit. I do evidential mediumship, which means that I bring through information to help identify the Spirit based on who they were on Earth and then their messages. And for the other part of the video, I'll definitely be going both in the chat on Facebook and the chat on YouTube to answer questions. So you guys can put up whatever kinds of questions you want. You're welcome to post it as many times as you want. And I will do my very, very best to answer as many people's questions as I possibly can. And at some point, I'll also pull a card from my deck that I made. This is what I was doing when I couldn't talk to all of you lovely people, apparently. So that's basically it. That's basically what we're going to do. So that said, I'm going to connect with my spirit guides, angels, and loved ones. I'm asking them now to bring forward messages and information from people's loved ones, spirit guides, and angels. And if the message makes sense to you, I would love to hear about it. So please post it in the chat or post it on the page or as a comment or whatever you like. But I always like to see the validations. And thank you to everybody who has posted validations up to this point. I very much appreciate it. It's always a good feeling to know that the message has found its home, basically. All right, so that said, I've got my pen and paper ready, and we are going to see who steps forward first. All right, so the pen is writing. I'm getting a male spirit coming forward first. He's showing me a 4 and a 6, so to me this means he was in his mid-40s at his time of passing. I also feel like when he passed away, it was definitely heart-related, but he's also saying there was alcohol involved at his time of death as well. So even though I feel he had a heart attack or a heart condition, he says alcohol brought it on or sped it up. He's also showing me winter turning into spring as important to him. So that could be a time of death or birth. He is talking about someone named Angie or Angela as important to him. He's also saying that he's showing me a 9:30 a.m., not more specifically 9:36 a.m., and I'm seeing a telephone ringing. So to me, this means that somebody found out that he had passed away around 9:36 a.m. on his day of passing. Well, actually, I feel like it was the next morning, maybe. But it's saying 9:36 a.m. He's also showing me the sign of Aries. So to me, this could be his birth sign or another important thing for timing. He is talking about a female who is alive that's younger than him that is connected to him. He's also saying that she has been very emotional recently, not related to his passing, by the way. I don't feel that she's been very emotional lately. He says that she's very empathic. She's always feeling and sensing the emotions of other people. And he's saying that he wants her to know that he is with her, that he's with her every step of the way. This is going to sound strange, but I feel like she either had a miscarriage or lost a child in a similar way, maybe miscarriage, abortion, something like that. But he's saying that this child is with him in heaven, and he wants her to know that because he says that she's been plagued with guilt since this loss and that she wonders what happened to that child, and he wants you to know that this child is with him in heaven. And so he's bringing in a lot of peace and love for you. So whether this is for somebody watching the video now or it comes in later, he is showing me that at the time you hear this message, that he has his hand over top of your hand, and your hand is sitting right beside you on the couch that you're sitting on. And he's also showing me a ring missing a stone. So I don't know if you're wearing that ring now or if that's something that you own, but he is showing me a ring missing a stone, and he sends a lot of love to you. And that was message number 1. Let's see what we get for message number 2. All right, so for message number 2, I am getting an older female coming in from spirit. She comes in as a grandmother vibration. She is showing me late spring, early summer. She's saying late spring. She's correcting me. So late spring is birth or death for her. She's also showing me the month of September is important to her. She is acknowledging a child that was born after her passing. I believe it's a male, a boy. He is watched over by her. She says that yes, he is different and he does learn differently, or he will learn differently than other people, and that will take some time to figure out. But she's also saying that he will be totally fine within his life path, that he will be completely good, that you won't have to worry about him struggling with this difference of learning. When I'm asking her how she passed away, she's giving me a weird feeling in my head. So to me, this could be brain-related passing. I also feel like towards the end of life, she was having a lot of difficulty taking care of herself. She's also showing me a place. So it could be a street, a town, a city, a building, whatever, but it starts with Saint. And she's making me very aware of that. And she's also saying that at her end of life, she was having trouble taking care of herself, but she's also saying that she felt very connected to family, even though, you know, I feel like she didn't get to see them a lot, but she felt very connected to them. This is going to sound really strange, but I just got a mouthful of chocolate caramel, like a chocolate caramel flavor. And she's also showing me just after Christmas time as important to her as well. I'm trying to find what the just after Christmas thing means. She's not really saying. She's just bringing me to that time of year. She's in a really good place, a very good place. I also just heard Lacey, Lacey or Lucy, but I think it's Lacey, clairaudiently. So this may be somebody on earth or somebody in spirit connected to this woman. She brings a lot of love in her family. She wants people to know that even though it looked like she passed alone, she says she didn't, that she was surrounded by a lot of loved ones. And as I say that, I get a man stepping forward as well that she knew on earth who passed away before she did. And he's saying that he came to get her from life. So she was not alone. She did not feel alone at her time of passing, and she very, very much wants people to know that. She says it's very important because somebody is holding some kind of guilt or something like that, and it's very, very important, very, very important that the person that's feeling that way releases that. So that's message number 2. Where we're going now. Message number 3. Okay, I'm getting a young spirit coming forward. So I'm going to place this as a child. I get a male child coming forward. He's also showing me the month of August or the end of summer is important to him. He's also saying that when he passed away, it was lung related. And that he had a condition that people sort of knew about, but they didn't realize that it could be a lethal condition. And I'm feeling this could even be asthma or something like that. Now he's telling me it's not asthma, but it still affects the lungs. Okay, he's showing me a shrinking of the lungs, an atrophy of the lungs, something like that. But he says that that's how he passed away. He's also saying he had a blood condition of some kind. He's showing me blood condition as well. I do feel that there was a 3-week process to this passing. He's showing me 3 weeks of him going downhill or not doing well leading up to his time of passing. And he says that he felt so loved. He comes forward for his a mother, a father, and I believe an aunt figure, as well as the rest of the family. But he's saying that he felt so loved and supported. He's showing me a little brown teddy bear wearing overalls. I don't know if that's something he had or what, but I'm seeing that, as well as a wall with stars on it, or stars on his wall in his bedroom. But he's bringing that forward, and he says that even though he looked, he says that at his time of passing, his face looked a little bit scary, or there was something that scared people about it. And I'm seeing an intubation tube, so to me this means that he was very much in a hospital setting. But he says that people thought that he looked unpeaceful, or he looked scared, or something like that. But I'm getting the very strong feeling. That he wants his family to know that he wasn't scared, he wasn't in pain, he was very much at peace, and he leaves you with that. Okay, I just heard bells jingling clairaudiently, and I just felt my hand run across a Christmas tree. So if you have a Christmas tree, if you get bells jingling out of nowhere for no earthly reason, please know that that is him. And he's coming forward from a very good place. So he's at peace completely. That was message number 3. Message number 4, I'm getting somebody's spirit guides coming forward. And so when somebody's guides come forward, they'll often describe how the person is sitting or what they're doing at the time that they hear this message. And so I'm getting somebody's guide coming forward. They're coming forward for a woman who has recently had relationship problems, a separation, something like that. I feel like as I step into her energy field, I'm seeing a gray gray sofa. I feel like the television is slightly diagonally to the left of where I'm sitting. I also feel that in your home you have a table with a glass top on it. I also feel that if I look in your kitchen, there is one cupboard door open, only one cupboard door slightly open or open, and I believe cereal is kept in that cupboard. So I am seeing something like that your guides are coming forward for you. They want you to know that everything, even though it's in shambles right now, or it's feeling like everything's all over the map and nothing makes sense and everything's crappy, they're wanting you to know that this is a necessary moment for you. This is a necessary period because this sort of death period that you're going through is only going to breathe new life to you. It's only going to get you close to where you need to be. And they're telling me I've got to pull you a card from this deck, so I will. Normally I don't work with cards professionally. I love cards. I collect tarot cards. I collect oracle cards because I like them and they're pretty. Okay, so as I was shuffling, this card just floated, and the card is shame. And it says, your individuality and all that comes with it cannot be placed into a box or a category. Release shame and shine bright. You have much here to do. So this is talk, and then I just flipped the deck over and it says healing on the bottom. It says, go within to see what you need at this time to be healthy and balanced. All can heal. So that is the healing card. And then the shame card is this one. And your guides are really saying at this time, like, you're putting way too much weight on your shoulders. You're feeling like somehow all of this challenge could be prevented somehow. And they're saying, no, this is a necessary ending, very necessary ending. So that was message number 4. I'm getting somebody else's guide coming forward. This time they're talking about a man who is either watching this or will watch this. He's been having worry about his life path. They're saying that he's feeling as though, and I'm seeing a child, so he's feeling a disconnection with his child or disconnection with kids. They're saying that when you're hearing this video or this message, you have a black jacket on that's got a patch on it of some kind. So this could be a work patch, something like that, a logo, but I think it's to do with work. This looks like a work jacket to me. I also get the feeling that you have an old laptop also in the room with you that you're not using or that doesn't work or something like that, but it's an older laptop. I also get the feeling very strongly that even though you feel isolated right now and you feel alone or lonely, they're wanting you to know that this is about to change for you. They're showing me the 6th of November, everything begins to shift. It will shift within one phone call, which I know sounds bizarre. They're saying in one phone call, all of this will begin to change for you. I also get the feeling that there is love life changes that are positive for you shortly after that phone call. So please know that even though you feel disconnected right now, it's not going to be that way forever by any means. In fact, by the end of this year, I see major forward movement. So that was message number 5. I'm getting for message number 6 now. I think I'm still in message number 5. I feel like I just got pulled back. Okay, for the same man, I'm getting a woman coming forward. She comes in as a grandmother vibration. She's showing me a cross, which to me means that she was very religious or spiritual herself. She also is showing me April as important to her, as well as the end of a year. So this to me is November, December is end of year. She's saying that she had issues with her mouth at one point. She says somebody still has her teeth. So I'm assuming dentures. They still have her dentures. She's saying that you will heal the relationship with your mom or mom's side of the family. She said there's forgiveness to happen there and healing will come, and it is on its way for you. That is still message number 5. Let's go to message number 6 now. Getting a new piece of paper out. All right, writing down 6. Okay, I'm getting a female. I think I'm getting a female and a male coming forward, but it's predominantly the female. Both passed away in a car accident at the same time, but the woman is who is coming forward. I do not get an old feeling from her. I feel like she could have been in her 20s or 30s. I'm getting a fairly young feeling from her. She's also showing me red hair. She's showing me red hair. This is going to sound really strange. She's saying she's eating a bowl of Fruit Loops in heaven. I don't know why that's important, but I guess it is. She says that on Earth, she would oscillate back and forth between being very, very chatty and talkative and like a partier to being super introverted, super quiet. So she says that she had a shy side to her that only people who were really close to her knew was even there. It was like a social anxiety that only people who knew her very well knew was there, because she said on the outside, people would think she was the most outgoing person on the planet. She is showing me a tattoo on the shoulder, and it looks like it is a religious symbol or a cross, maybe even on the shoulder. I don't know if that's hers or if that's who she's coming forward for. The male energy that's with her also is showing me tattoos along his arms. I also see a black car or a dark colored car. In my mind, it was a Dodge Charger, but it doesn't have to be. And I am seeing that. I am also feeling that they were very much in love with each other, but they very much had problems as well. They're both saying the relationship was not perfect, and people judge their relationship a lot. And I think this is often her family maybe judge the relationship a lot. They're in a very good place. They're coming forward for friends and family on Earth just to say hello. There's no big crazy message, but I'm being shown that they're coming forward to say hello. They're saying that their passing was so quick and so painless that there was no fear. In fact, with him, he's saying that his spirit left his body just moments before this accident happened. Hers, I think, took a moment longer, but she was in absolutely no pain at all. I just heard the name Sarah called to me from spirit, so this could be who she's coming forward for or her name. But I am getting the name Sarah. And David, which is not his name. I'm very aware that David is somebody on Earth still. So I am hearing that. And Leon or Leroy, also significant. And Adam, also significant. And I think these names are probably people on Earth more than in spirit. They're in a very good place, guys. They send you love, and they're thankful that even though people didn't always understand their path or their relationship, that they had good people around them. So that was message number 6. All right, let's see where we're going. Message number 7. This is interesting. Okay, I've got a minister coming forward from Spirit. So this is somebody who worked in ministry, and I can't tell exactly. Definitely a Christian religion. I'm not sure if it was like which religion it was, but I am seeing a minister coming in. He said that he had COPD or chronic obstructive pulmonary disease. He's being very specific in his communication. He also is showing me that you have a Bible or a spiritual book connected to him that has a butterfly that has been pressed in it. So we're talking about a real butterfly dried between the pages or something like that. Or it could just be like a cloth butterfly, but it's in the book. It's not on the cover. He's being very specific. This is in the book, that you've got this butterfly in the book that belonged to him. And he says that he sometimes felt that he was too harsh on people. And so he's apologetic for that. He wants you to know that he's apologetic for the harshness that he could bring through sometimes in his life. But he's in a really good place. He's not giving me a whole lot more about details about his life path, but he is giving me this. He sends you a lot of love. And he's also coming forward for the person he's coming forward for is a woman. And he says that she needs to put one foot in front of the other and get back into the world, especially in a social way. Very, very important in a social way specifically. It's like she's isolated herself. I just got an image of a cabin all locked and barred. So he's saying very important to break that pattern, to overcome the depression. He says, because you're worth it. And he says, even though you didn't feel worth it, or I didn't allow you to feel as worth it, he wants you to know that he believes that you are. And he knew that on Earth, and he knows that now. He says on Earth, he just wasn't the best at expressing it. So that was message number 7. All right, message number 8. We're actually going to go to one of the chat rooms here. So I'm going to come to Facebook first. And the way that I do this, guys, is I just see where I'm drawn. So that's what we're going to do. Andrea Fremantle says, would love some career guidance. So Andrea, as I step into your vibration, here's the interesting thing about career. I'm seeing that any change that you want to have happen will have to come from you. They're showing me change could come as soon as December. So I feel like as long as you're putting yourself out there, I do see a need for change. I want to be clear on that. There is a need for change. And as soon as you begin putting yourself out there, I very much feel very strongly that you're going to be able to make the changes that you want. They are showing me the first week of December. If you start today, in the first week of December, you're going to be in a new job, new position, something. And I see a lot of peace around that. That was for Andrea. And I forget your last name. Sorry. We'll go over to YouTube now and see what we got. All right, I'm going to go to Sherry. I'm going to write your name down this time. So Sherry Keegan, I'm sure I'm not saying that right. She says, hi, Matthew. I would love some advice in the next 6 months, money and love. So I'll write down Sherry, and then I'll write down money and love, and we'll see which one Spirit will talk to us about. Okay, they want to go to love first, Sherry, and this is Sherry on YouTube. They're wanting to talk about love first. They are saying that there is still some healing to have happen within you. They are showing me the bottom of the heart chakra, which to me always represents the past. So this is things that have been almost buried. They're saying that these things have been bubbling up over the last little while to heal and clear. And they're saying that's why you're going back and forth between one moment feeling totally into your love life and interested in and attracted to people and all of that, and the next moment you feel like you just want to push all of that away and be totally on your own. And they're saying this back and forth has to do with the healing and things emerging to clear and heal within you. They are showing you changes in your love life for the better in the second and third week of February in the year of 2020. They're saying everything will, if you allow healing to flow, everything will wrap up at that time. Things will really shift for you, Sherry. And I feel like you'll be in the kind of relationship you want to be at that time. But there is some past stuff to come up. The past stuff has to do with constriction and feeling like you're providing more than what you're getting back, but almost in like an enslaved to somebody else kind of way. So they're saying to look at that, to look at times where you put yourself aside way too much. I mean, in a way that you were compromising your self-integrity in order to make relationships work or to bring harmony. That wasn't true harmony, but harmony in a relationship, where that stuff comes from. And I believe it is love life related. When I ask about money for you, I'm just seeing a little bit of a roller coaster right now. It feels like it's going to kind of continue to be that way. But when I get to May, June of next year, everything evens out and irons out in that part of your life. And I see an increase in money. So that was for Sherry, whose last name I probably butchered on YouTube. All right. Let's see what we're going to do now. I'm going to light a smoke. Okay. Okay, I'm getting somebody coming forward, so let's do that. This will be message number 9. Okay, I'm getting a firefighter coming forward from Spirit. Firefighter. Let's see. It's a male. He's showing me mid-40s. He passed away from cancer or something that spread through the body. Yeah, he's writing down spread through body here. Okay. He's also showing me that he was a teddy bear, that people just loved him. He loved everybody else. He was kind of a laid back guy. He loved hugging people. Like everyone just loved this guy, I very much feel. I get the feeling that at his time of passing, he wants people to know, especially 2 women, to know that he knew that they were there in the room with him, even though he couldn't communicate with them. He was very much aware of their presence, and he's thankful for that. And he just went, oh, Jello. I just heard him say, oh, Jello. So I don't know if that's a hospital reference or what, but he just gave me this weird, like, eye roll. You're gonna hear, Jello. So he is coming forward with that. Let's see. He wants one of these women to know, and I think if this woman is younger than him, he wants her to know that he is with her, that he is beside her when she visits him, that he is beside her when she visits. Very, very, very important to know that. That was message number 9. Okay, I'm getting a real, guys, this is going to be a very strange message, because the person that is coming forward has immediately told me she's saying she is still on Earth. So I'm going to ask her what the hell she means by that, because that's a whole other level of weird. She's an elderly female. She's an elderly female. She is in a nursing home. Okay. She says she has dementia, and she's showing me that it started 9 years ago. And she's still on Earth, guys. She wants people to know she is still present on Earth. She is alive in this nursing home. And she's coming forward to talk to her family. She's got a daughter for sure. And I think as well, a granddaughter and a grandson. She would love to spend time with the grandchildren. I'm not sure which one hasn't visited her since February, but she says one of them hasn't visited her. And she says even though she can't really talk very well and her mind is jumbled, she still on some level she still feels comfort and she recognizes people at a heart level, guys, at a heart level. She would love you guys to visit her. She says that one of I think it's the grandson or a young male, at one time made her a little wooden game board. I don't know what that is that I'm seeing, but I am seeing that. She's also saying that the home she's in is okay. So whatever the concern is there, she says it's okay. She says that her conscious mind is not that aware of where she is. But what I'm communicating with, I believe, is her spirit. So she's sort of got one foot here and one foot there, which doesn't mean she's about to pass away or anything. I want to be clear on that. But she's got one foot here and one foot there. I'm connecting with her spirit energy, which is very clear. So even though her earthly self isn't so clear, her spirit energy is very clear. And she just wants people to know that she appreciates the visitors. She loves the visits. She talked about choking on a candy recently, and I feel like this was just before summertime, she says. But she says, don't worry, she's not ready to go yet. She's very much okay, but she would love the visits. She misses them very much. And she wants her daughter to know that she needs to, she says last time her daughter was there, she noticed very dry hands on the daughter and maybe even a bit of psoriasis on the back of the hand. She says, you're supposed to use a cream for that. And she smiles and she's gone. That was definitely the weirdest message I think I've ever brought through in the history of my work. So that was somebody's grandmother or an elderly female still alive, but with dementia in a nursing home. That is a whole other level of weird, in a cool kind of way, I guess. I just need a moment after that. That was a very strange feeling. Let's see what number the last message was. So we'll go into message number 11 now. I'm getting a man coming in, an elderly man, passed away this time, to be clear. He's passed away. Yeah, okay. So he was in the army or military. And he also, at one point, for a very short period of time, either worked in law enforcement or security. And I feel like this was a long time ago. So that could have been after his military years. He worked in law enforcement or security or something like that. He is showing me that he was of Polish or Eastern European descent, although he whatever country he passed in is the country he was born in. So he's just talking about the descent of his family. He is also saying that he is coming forward for a female who is younger than him, who has recently been thinking about returning to school or education. And that he's saying this is a really big thing for her. And I don't feel like she's young. Like I don't get the feeling that she is in her early 20s or anything. I actually feel like she's probably in her 30s or 40s. And I think this school thing almost feels like a second career or really, going back to school or whatever. He is coming forward saying this is going to be life-changing for you. He's really excited about it. He's also showing me that you have a small cigar box in your basement in another big brown box, and it has pictures in it, and one of them is his. And there's also something, I don't even know what I'm looking at, but it's long and it's wood. And it's in that box as well. It's small though. It's probably like 3/4 of the size of this pen. And that belongs to him as well. People thought this was lost a long time ago. I also want to say this box looks like it's got a blue or a baby blue kind of design on it, pattern, picture, something. But it's in a box and it's near, he's showing me like an old, I don't know if it's an old furnace, an old boiler or something, but he's showing me that near this box. And there's a dark green, there's a dark green metal shelf, those really thick metal shelves, and the posts or whatever on the shelves that hold the shelf pieces have holes in them so that they could be adjusted. He's showing me that, and it's dark green and it's metal. And he says that where all those boxes are in that dark green shelf is where this little cigar box is with the pictures in it. So he is saying that, and he sends a lot of love to you. That was message number 11. Message number 12, we're going to go into Facebook land. I'm drawn to Facebook, so let's see where we're going on there. Okay, I'm going to go to... Okay, Layla Michelle Kaylin Ransom. I'll just write Layla down so I don't forget. Who says, hi, Matthew. Was wondering if you could see everything working for me on the date of October 11th. I keep getting signs it will, but would like your say so and advice as well if the signs are correct. All right, Layla, let's see what we got. So I'm asking your guides to tell me about October 11th. Okay, I'm really drawn to the morning of October 11th around 9 or 10 a.m. I also am, okay, I feel like I'm walking into, I don't know if this is legal or court or something where somebody has to make a decision on your behalf, but that's kind of the vibe I'm getting. I do feel like it will go well. I feel like there's something here about 3.5 hours at that place. It's 3.5 hours. I'm also seeing as I walk into the doors there that there's other people there. There's a man and a woman there, and I feel like it's going to go fairly well for you. I think it will end up going in your favor, but I also see a bit of a delay with it. So to me, this means that on October 11th, everything could go well, but I really get this feeling that it's not until the 12th, 13th, 14th, somewhere in there that everything fully comes and maybe even the 15th. Like I can't really go past the 15th of October, but at that time, everything looks like it comes together. I'm being told to speak with authority at whatever this is or with whatever this is. They're saying speak with authority, be assertive, put your foot down, be diplomatic, but speak with authority, Layla. Very, very important. They're saying that there is a nervousness, and on one hand, you have got confidence with it, and in the next moment, you feel very nervous or very protective of your vulnerability. But I'm being shown that if you go in there and you speak politely, lovingly, with diplomacy and authority, you will walk out of there rocking. So that was for Layla Michelle Ransom. All right, let's head over to the land of YouTube now. We will see where we go. Okay, I'm going to go to Quartzy ET. All right, Quartzy ET, who says, what are some natural abilities that I have? Should I learn more about? Any blockages or things that I should work with? All right, let's see what we got. Okay, so immediately Quartz, I'll call you Quartz if that's okay. So immediately Quartz, they're saying that your abilities are interesting. They're talking about major third eye abilities. So to me, this is psychic ability, mediumship abilities, things like that. They're showing me vibrant purple, which to me is a very psychic color. They're also saying that you get headaches or you've been getting headaches or migraines or something like that. They're saying it is related to your ability. They're wanting you to know that as you progress down your path, these migraines will get better over time. They're also wanting to talk about your emotional ups and downs that you've been having for the last couple of years. They're saying it's a roller coaster for you. But again, this is tied in with your ability to perceive energy. I don't see any blockages other than it looks to me like your root chakra is a little bit underactive. So our root, as I'm sure you know, is what grounds energy down into the earth. It allows any energy that passes through us to exit so we don't get a buildup. But they're showing me that because there's a bit of a blockage there is a buildup right up to your heart chakra. So learning to ground could be very, very, very good for you. They're talking about your sleep space or your sleep state, and they're saying that if you, they're saying clear or intend protection for you while you sleep. Very, very important. I feel that when you wake up, it's like you ran a marathon, and they're talking about weird dreams or dreams that make you feel off even hours later, like scary dreams or something like that. They're wanting you to know. That if you set up your sleep space properly, that it will majorly help with that. So that was for Quartz ET. I think that you're on the right track with your development, Quartz. I don't feel like there's anything you have to change in this moment. I see only good things. Just really learn how to manage your energy field. I think it's going to pay off for you big time. That was message number 13. All right, let's go back to seeing if anyone comes forward. No, I'm drawn to Facebook. All right, let's see where we're going. Okay, I'm drawing to Kelly Priest on Facebook, who says, I've been having a lot of issues lately. Is there any positive for the future? Let's see, Kelly. Yeah, okay, this is cool. All right, they're showing me the last 3 years have been like this. Last 3 to 4 years have been like this, that it's been very challenging. This is all actually almost done for you in a good way, Kelly. They're showing me that you're in a process of wrapping things up now. They're saying that you'll know that it's really close to a new chapter in your life, a positive chapter, when all of the people that you have let go of start to surface. And I want to be very clear on what that means, because I don't feel like it's going to cause anxiety or worry. I feel like this will come as you're ready for it, but they're saying that there are people and experiences that you still have to say goodbye to, and a final goodbye. And the goodbye has to do with you putting your foot down, with you asserting yourself, with you being like, no, like, screw this, get out of my life, or whatever comes up, whatever you feel truly drawn to at that time, Kelly. They're saying that this probability for this is November, December of this year. They're saying that at that time, these old ghosts or older people will come into your life again, or you'll hear about them. It may not even be them coming into contact with you, but I feel like you'll actually be in a very strong place. But they're saying what you need to realize as this happens is to see your own growth, your own ability to heal yourself, and to have confidence in your ability to take care of yourself, your confidence in your ability to be okay no matter what comes, no matter what happens, Kelly. On the other side of that, 2 months after that begins to happen, which I feel will be January or maybe February, but I'm very drawn to January. At that time, I see major changes. I see a change where you're living. So there's a move or major changes around your home. There's financial changes, and there's physical body changes. So whatever you've been working towards or hoping for with your physical body, whether that's better health or whatever, like more restedness, all of that will come in at that time as well. And then I just see forward movement. And they're saying that this forward movement will bring you to all the good things that you're hoping for in your life. I'm also getting a woman coming in very briefly to say hello. She comes in from your mom's side, so either a mother or grandmother. She is saying that at her end of life, she had breathing or heart problems or something in the chest. She's also saying the name Jay or Jason. So I don't know who that is, if that's someone on earth or in spirit around you, but I'm seeing the name Jason. She's just saying that she loves you very much. I would place her as a mother or grandmother, but I'm much more drawn to a grandmother type vibration. She wants you to know that even though things are hard right now, they are already in the process of getting better. So don't look at all of this healing, she says, as something you have to start today. This is something that's already happening. So go forward with that, my friend, and things are going to be okay. I truly believe. Let's see where we're going now. I'm getting somebody coming forward again. I'm getting a grandfather coming forward for a gentleman on earth who's either watching this video now or who will see it later. But he comes in and I just got a mouthful of pasta. So to me, I feel like this is a reference to being Italian or something like that. Got a mouthful of pasta just now. I also get the feeling that whoever I'm coming forward for is in the middle of job changes or wanting job changes or to find a new job, something like that. There's a bit of an unhappiness with work. I'm seeing a computer all of a sudden. And I also get the feeling that whoever they're coming forward for plays video games. And I say that because I'm seeing like a gamer joystick. It looks like an old one, but I think it's just symbolic for gaming. They're saying that you do this quite a bit. The grandfather vibration's also saying he used to make sausages. And he's also showing me a gun, which to me means hunting. He also comes forward talking about winter, dead of winter. So to me, that's January, February is important to him. So it could be birth or death. He is talking about your bed. This sounds weird. He says that it needs to be looked at. There could be problems with it. It's causing back issues with you. And it could be the mattress or the frame itself. But he says it is the cause of these back pains. And he's saying doctors have not been able to figure out what these back pains are about. He's wanting you to know it is the way you're sleeping or it is your bed. And he really wants you to get that checked out or taken care of or what have you. Very, very important. That was message number 15. All right, guys, let's do what I call bullet readings. And bullet readings is where you guys fire questions very quickly at me. Better to do it with life questions than loved ones, but I will answer as many as I can. I'll flip back and forth between Facebook and YouTube, and we will see what happens. So we'll do that for a little bit. All right, Sasha Wellbank says bullet reading. Oh yeah, please put bullet reading before the question. All right, Sasha Wellbank says bullet reading, anything about relationships for me. Sasha, I am seeing that in the first or second week of October that there is going to be a resurfacing of old feelings or something to do with an old relationship. I very much feel that after you are on the other side of dealing with that, which will not take very long, I do see new relationship beginning or deepening a connection with somebody new. Looks very good from where I'm sitting. Let's see. Mel Issa on Facebook, bullet reading what's coming for me. The boogeyman. Just kidding. Sorry, bad sense of humor. All right, Mel, what I'm seeing business changes on the horizon. They're showing me November into the first week of December. There's going to be new ideas flowing in. I'm getting nothing but good things around it. And for anyone who doesn't know, Mel is also a reader on Facebook. She's amazing. She's a very good friend of mine, her and her husband both, and I love them very much. Of course, Destiny and the children as well. But I am getting the feeling, Mel, that there is business changes coming. They're saying in the month of January, you will be working at a physical location that is not your home. And they're saying this will bring a lot of joy in to your path in terms of your work. And I feel like it will be all history after that. There's major forward movement. I am seeing that wherever this is, it looks like a store that has a cafe, maybe even connected to it. But I am getting the feeling that it is out of your home, that it will increase your clientele and it will be fantastic. Going to Tina Windwalker, who's also an amazing reader on here, who says, what's coming for me in October? Thank you, Tina. I am seeing two things in October. One of them I do see as hammering out details of a trip, and I know where you're going, but that's because we've talked about it. And I do get the feeling that there is a doctor's appointment in the end of the second week of October for you that will go very well, but you need to speak up about it. I feel like you're going to talk to one doctor and demand to see somebody else, and immediately within minutes or half an hour, another doctor is in front of you, and they will have the answers that you're looking for, Tina. That was for Tina Windwalker. Going over to the YouTube now. Going to Linda Kuziak, who says bullet reading relationship. They are showing me a lot of fire within you at this time. And they are saying that it's very, very important for you, Linda, to embrace that, embrace the creativity, embrace your passionate side. I do get the feeling that as we go through 2020, that there will be changes in relationships for you that are positive. I see an ending and a beginning. So to me, this means an ending of the current state of your love life and a beginning of something new. The beginning shows up, from what I can tell, between January and June of 2020. Looks very, very good. I wish I could get a more specific timing on it, but that's all I can get. Jacob Coronado says bullet reading. See anything for me but steps I should take. Jacob, as I step into your vibration, they are saying it's very important to work on some self-healing. They're talking about self-judgment. They're showing me a broken mirror and the pieces that need to come back together for you. To me, broken mirrors represent the relationship with the self not being good. They're saying it's very important at this time that you work on self-forgiveness and to know that you're a good person, that you're capable of attaining whatever you want in your path. I do see self-employment for you. It looks like it starts in February. If it's not already there, or at least there'll be positive changes to self-employment in the month of February, Jacob. They're also talking about at this time, you cannot put other people back together. They're talking about family. So if there's fighting, difficulty, arguments, disagreements, whatever that is, Jacob, they're wanting you to know that you cannot take all the responsibility for this and you cannot fix everybody. They're saying that you are a healer. And even though you have that healing energy and that draw to help people, they're saying at this moment, not everything can be fixed by you. Other people have to do their own work, okay, Jacob? But your path is very blessed. They're saying that what you've learned in your life could never be taught in school, and you will flip it around and help people with it in a pretty big way. That was for Jacob Coronado. And we are going to Sarah Wilson on YouTube, who says bullet reading, marriage, stress. All right, I'm going to tackle stress because that's what they're drawing me to, Sarah. They're saying at this time, it's very, very, very important for you to learn how to ground and to stay grounded. They're also saying part of the stress you're picking up on is not your energy. They're talking about the people around you, and they're saying that you're carrying their stress as well. They're also saying that it's very important this time to work on making sure that you're getting enough sleep, enough rest, enough food, all of that. They're saying that you are in overdrive. Very, very important to allow that to ground out, clear out, what have you. They're also saying that at this time with marriage, they are saying that they're showing me a bit of tension or difficulty. They're saying that there's just two communication styles happening right now. Very important to know that if you to work on it, you will begin to come back towards each other, and it looks very good. Oh, all right. Alexis McCurry on Facebook says, bullet reading, anything good coming my way for my child and I? Yes, I do get the feeling, Alexis, that there is good news on the horizon. They are showing me in December, in the second or third week of December, you will have news about money that is posited. And this is something they're saying you're already working towards. This has to do with living arrangements and money at the same time. They're saying the news will be good. I also see that there's going to be some kind of a community organization or an organization in the community that's going to majorly help you with this. Everything after that looks amazing. Even though we have stresses in our lives, it doesn't mean that there aren't also blessings. All right, let's see where we're going on YouTube now. The Gene Boys, Bullet Reading, School for Dylan and Tyler. Things look good. I do see a change of teacher or a change of school, maybe even for, I think it's Dylan that I'm seeing. And I feel that that will be halfway in the year. And I'm being shown, even though it comes out of a period of stress, it will only bring blessings. And with Tyler, things look really good. Although I see a move for his father that might be annoying because there's going to be a further distance from you. So just that. And I see, though, that even though that sounds like a difficult period, it will actually be to your benefit in the end. So that was for the Gene Boys on YouTube. Let's see where we're going. Stephanie Walker says, Bullet Reading, anything, Stephanie. They are talking about a man who is alive that is got some either addiction issues and possibly even some mental health issues and possibly also some legal issues. They're saying that at this time, it's very important for him to bring healing to himself. They're saying that he has everything he needs to overcome this and that he should ask for help as needed, Stephanie. They're also saying for you that it's very important for you to work on learning how to shield yourself empathically. And there's lots of stuff on YouTube and Google about that, or talk to Tina or Mel, because they're also awesome with things like that, or Kim, if she's watching from Love and Light. All right, I'm gonna pull a card on the rest of the week for you guys. This is for everyone. This is a message for everybody as a whole, and we will see what the theme is going to be. All right, I pulled the peace card. This is on YouTube, Facebook, and it says, even amidst this turmoil, peace is available within and around. Be your shelter now. And so the way that Spirit works with me with cards when I occasionally use them is they will comment or help me to interpret what the card means. And what they're saying is, at this time, things are challenging worldwide. It's not just us as individuals that are going through it, guys. It is a worldwide thing. And I feel the important thing with this specifically is to be your shelter now, which means that you have whatever you need within you in order to overcome these challenges, to overcome these difficulties, guys. So, go within yourself. And that has been a message. I was talking to my good friend Moon Daughter Esoterica. If you haven't checked her out on Facebook and YouTube. She's starting to do these amazing videos. And she was saying what we've all been feeling, which is that people are being drawn inward. People are having to find their divine connection within themselves. And if you could just know, and Spirit has always showed me this, if you could just know that every single cell of our body has that spark of life within it, that spark of light even within it. That is the essence of our soul, guys. And it is in constant communication with divinity, constant communication with divinity. So just know that if you're having difficulty connecting to divinity with the world, you're feeling lost and isolated and that life is over and all of that, just know that A, it's temporary, and B, to alleviate that, go within yourself. Find that spark of light and that spark of life within you, because the divine is connected to you. You are never alone, ladies and gentlemen, and I'll leave you with that. And I will see you guys next week, 7 p.m. as usual. If you haven't already, please like and follow my page. If you're interested, I also do one-on-one readings and group readings worldwide, both in person, by telephone, and through video chat. If you're interested in that, you can look me up, www.matthewstapley.com, or you can email my assistant, and all that information is on my Facebook page. And I also believe it's on my YouTube channel as well. Much love, guys. Have a great week. I love you. I'm so happy to be back here with you. And I hope that you have a fantastic rest of your week, and we will talk soon. Much love.